to unleash the fury.
All right.
DA, go.
I'm this close to getting back in the gym, just so you know, guys. So
You ready to get back in the gym?
just be prepared. You know, just,
All right, so the goal is everybody's ripped by San Antonio.
that's what, March? Oh fuck.
It's a little fast, isn't it?
That's actually
Yeah,
221.
is Slim Fast? Is Slim Fast still a thing?
221.
Little quick.
221. Wow.
Weight Watchers.
Did you say Weight Watchers?
Come on, Diego, drink your shit.
God damn.
Come on.
He's over here doing Jenny Craig diets and shit.
What does the world come to, man?
Grapefruit diet.
So what's up, guys? We made it through Fury 100.
What
I'm
an
so glad.
epic event.
I am so glad.
Rich,
Fuck.
do you remember the event, Rich?
Oh, yeah, you're kind of drunk, huh?
Rich was feeling good by the end of the night. By the end of the night.
People kept telling me that. What?
But he carries his shit real well. He's not
Of
sloppy.
course.
Still
No,
professional,
not at all. Not
handle
at all.
business.
But hey, we know him well enough to know the signs. You know,
I did get told a few times, like, hey, man, your eyes are really little glazed. You know? It's
Your
like-
eyes are really blurry,
Well,
aren't they?
Listen, it started this way. So Eric and I had to do the speech, and neither of us really like doing that. I'm not excited about giving speeches. He's not excited about giving speeches.
If only you know, you had some kind of equalizer.
Well,
some kind of liquid.
we could have. Well, that was the problem. Is that both of us were like, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and break open this Warbringer. Let's do a shot before we get going. And that led to let's have a drink.
Let's have a drink. Let's
The,
just
the
sip.
big beast of bourbon.
And I'll be honest, once that cracked open, I have a history. One is too many, because 300 is not enough. I'm just gonna keep going. And so once it was cracked open, I just kept, calling for our lovely assistants, whether it was Christy or Sierra or Amanda or Tony, whoever, hey, go grab me a Diet Coke. And I run to the back, I take me a shot and come back in, because of course we did not bring this stateside commission.
No, of course
as we
not.
were
No,
asked.
no. That
You
would
run- you
that
run
would
to
be
the
against
back.
the law.
Yeah, you run in the back, you take a shot, and then you drink your Diet Coke.
Yeah.
So yeah, by the end of the night, by the time the speech came, I was fine.
It was easy.
It was good.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
how
yo.
you doing?
Hey, yo, Adrian.
It was easy peasy, but man, the event went off without a hitch.
It was great, man.
What a night.
What fucking attendance.
What memories for everybody that was in attendance.
We couldn't
Watch
put
it
any
worldwide.
more people in there.
No.
My thing is how I'm gonna do like the next events that come up. When it's not like that, people be like, "What happened?"
Well, no. We've usually got really good turnout for the events anyway. There was just more than usual because everybody wanted to be a part of a milestone event. Yeah, man.
We
And you still get those people like when you're posting all day long where to get tickets,
Oh, God.
last minute tickets. They're still in your DMs. Hey man, where can I get some tickets?
Yeah, come on, man.
I just thought I'm gonna ignore those messages. Moving forward, guys, if you hit me up and say, hey, where can I get tickets? That's the sign to me that you want free tickets. I'm just not gonna answer.
well,
what do you
not,
think?
It's
not
hard to
only that,
accommodate
just
everybody
go
like
and
that, you know?
Does
just-
that make sense?
Yeah, it does, but I hate when
Except for you, Mick, you get free tickets for life, baby.
I hate when they'll send a message
Hey, Eric, let's take a
to
shot.
the page.
Yeah, he said that all night.
A lot.
all
Don't
night.
be a bitch.
all night.
Don't be a bitch. Let's take
he
a
was
shot.
he was ready to go all night.
Yeah.
That's my boy, dog. He's ready.
He was ready to go all night.
Hey, and then we
uh,
hit the Rockets game the next day, and it wasn't even like a recovery. It was just.
Did you get an invitation to the Rockets game?
I was actually told you can't go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was told it's.
I didn't even know the Rockets still played, man.
Yeah, I was told like it's different tax
I gotta
brackets.
go to,
Yeah.
listen, I gotta go to the Rocket
That
shop
makes sense.
today.
See,
Yeah, wow.
You wanna go to the Rocket
Hey,
shop?
you talk about people with a budget. Balling on a budget right here, man. Shopping at the Rocket shop? Golly, that's inflated price. You talk about inflation. Damn.
I don't think they mark it up too much.
if you buy it directly there, yeah, it's
real?
yeah, man.
Yeah, but they sell shit there that you can't buy at Academy.
Go to Amazon, dude.
Nah, man. They don't have a whole.
Go to Temu. Put it in the search thing in Temu. Rockets gear. You get like Ricketts gear.
What up, Sam?
Hey! There's the man with the plan. Welcome into the podcast.
What's up,
there.
man?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah. Oh, good. Is this a camera?
It's not the first time you've walked
100,
in.
baby.
He's like a state
How was
inspector.
it? How was it?
100. It
Great
was
show.
phenomenal.
That was a
Great, right?
state inspector move, walking right in front of the camera while we're talking.
Hey, that's gonna be the show that y'all win the award this year.
All right.
Another
That's cool.
slimy.
Another
What's it?
award? I
That's
mean,
it.
how many awards can we win?
We're gonna win one.
Probably about 3. I
One
think
for the
3 is the
giver?
max. One for the giver.
One for the giver.
Okay. All right.
Just like one to give Biden on the way out. Huh?
There you go. Right up the ass.
Ugh.
Right up the ass.
Ugh.
What do you think?
Right.
about that?
500 to Ukraine. Go. Ugh.
Hey, so what was your highlight of the event, Diego? What was your highlight for Fury 100?
Yeah, I believe it was the toast. You guys did a great job with that. I mean, the speech.
We should have did a toast up there. What were we thinking? Everybody
were we
grab your
thinking?
fucking Warbringer.
Damn.
They just go and they drink in the back on their own and then come out and, you know, fuck everybody else, right?
Yeah, we fucked up.
Yeah.
did fuck
Okay,
up.
let's redo it.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it again.
All right, guys, listen. We're redoing Fury 100
Need everybody to buy your tickets again?
100.1.
on 2-2.
Yeah, just buy your
Amateur
tickets.
show.
Buy your tickets
Yeah.
to this show.
Hey, how about when we hit Fury Amateur Series 100?
Yeah,
Jesus.
gotta
We're coming up. We're coming up on
What
it.
else?
Coming up on
Submission 100,
100.
100. Yeah, we
Submission
got that
100
coming up.
100 is going to go down here this year.
Yeah,
It will be this
Jeez.
year.
I think.
It
It
should
will be
be.
this year.
Yeah. So many, man. So many events are flying by.
We did like 4 of those last year. Are you sure we're gonna get to 100 this year?
We will. We're
Yeah.
at 96.
95.
Is it 95?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll
95.
fucking knock out 5 more. We will.
Let's wait till January.
Maybe next year.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
next
yeah.
year. Hey, shout out to Nico there on the thing. Nico Chamorro. All right, I'm coming back for the toast. Appreciate you, man. Come back for the toast. Somebody on IG,
Nico
man.
tomorrow. Come back for the toast, baby.
Yeah. So yours was a toast. What about you, Wayne? What was your moment of 100?
Man, I can't pick one, but if you make me pick one, I'm going Shimon Swiatkowski and Sam Kilmer.
Wow.
Dude, Kilmer putting the baby on his shoulders, getting the belt, the redemption story, the boyhood dream comes true, wins the main event, wins the belt, hopefully riding off into the sunset, getting a UFC contract, you know, in the future we'll see, you know, what happens there. But that, to me, man, that was just the cherry on top, icing on the cake. Couldn't end it any better. Capped a great event, so congrats to Sam Kilmer.
I'm gonna have to go with Alden.
I'll let you have that one.
Yeah.
I almost picked that one.
You know, and I've been very open about my love for Paris Moran.
Absolutely,
Like, I'm a
man.
massive Paris Moran fan. Did that get scratchy?
There's a
Yeah.
lot of there's a
How's
lot
that?
of
Is
scratching
that better?
from that.
Why'd you put
You
it
know
on
what? Let me put
shirt
it
collar?
Let me put it on this Fury 100 shirt collar over here.
Thank you.
How's that?
Fury 100. Look
How's
at
that? Is
that.
that better?
It's better.
So,
Can you get that on the outside of your shirt?
nah. I'm a massive Paris Moran fan. Always have been.
Yeah.
You never want to see him lose. You never see any of the fighters we like lose.
that.
And we like all the fighters. It's hard to pick. But Alden Correa was somebody who, like, we went after for a while. And then I had my little petty feelings because he re-signed with LFA at one point.
Right.
And, you know, that was, at that time, maybe what was best for his career. But then we were able to get him on the roster here. And that moment of he's in his hometown, he just dethroned the champion, and you could just see his body, man. Like he was so emotional. His team was emotional, and I was really excited to be a part of that moment, and that we were able to get him back here on the roster.
Yeah, he didn't just win a fight. He didn't just win a title. Like, he won a title and beat somebody. You know,
Right. In front of
Paris
Mick.
Moran. Yeah, in front of Mick Maynard. I mean, you couldn't script it any better.
Yeah.
Than win. So, you know, I mean, congrats to Alden Correa, man.
What about you, Eric? What was your moment of the night?
Man, I really don't have a moment of the night. Just the whole event was flawless, man. I could ask for a better show. Like, it was great. The attendance was great. The energy was great. The crowd was great. The people that were there, you know, to have Mick there and Tetchy there.
The robots.
The robots were great. Like, the energy in there, and there was no fights, no problems, no nothing. It was amazing, you know. The venue did great. We did great.
Yeah.
I couldn't ask for a better event, man. I'm very grateful for the Houston MMA community and just the community in general. Everybody that showed up and came out and tuned in. Our viewership on Fight Pass, they said it was great.
Awesome.
What a politician.
Love it.
What a
Love to see
non-pick.
it. Love to see it.
Everything.
Amazing.
Love to see it
Everything's
over
the
here.
memory.
Everything. I wish I would have did a toast, though.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
That's what-
We'll do another one.
There's always something that you could have done, you know, differently afterwards. You like kick yourself on. You're just working into it.
And I'm sure I missed a few sponsors and stuff here and there in my speech, you know, and I apologize for that. I couldn't remember everybody.
Yeah.
but
So,
there's a lot of things I wanted to say that I didn't say.
yeah, for sure. I forgot a ton of people, but they're all right.
Yeah, they'll live, right?
Man, you brought up Sam Kilmer. Has there been a better like turnaround in Fury? When Sam came to us, he was 2-0,
145.
Sorry, he's 1-0, 145. Wins his first 2 with us, and then loses his next 3. So he went 2-3 with us his first time around. And it was almost that feeling of like he didn't want to be with us because he lost 3 straight decisions, remember?
And
like,
they weren't necessarily the most exciting fights from what I remember. If memory
yeah,
serves.
I mean, they had their moments. The Moreno fight was pretty bloody. The Steele fight was, back and forth. But they were all decisions where he seemed almost like he just didn't want to be a part of Fury. Like
going through the motions.
And maybe some of the feeling too was that it was a big jump for him. From his first fight to these next 5 that he had with us, the competition jump was massive. You figure he only lost to Isaac Moreno, Derek Adjade, and Cody Steele. Like studs, 3 studs. Well, that was when he came back. So this is that run. And then Sam left us. Sam left us at 4-3 and had lost 3 in a row. And we weren't sure what was going to happen with that relationship at that point because he went off and won 2 other fights. He comes back, and his very first fight back, he loses again. So now he's 2-4.
Manchurkera.
Right,
I mean,
right.
What a fight. He fights the best opponents.
But you come back and you're 2-4 in this organization. Like, that's not a good record in any organization and anywhere. You're under 500 by 2 fights.
Yeah.
And then he goes off on this run where after the Manchurkera fight, he seemed to gain some confidence.
He was tired of losing.
He was tired, dude. And his next 3 fights, nobody has got out of the first round. He has submitted Shane Keefe, Josh Quinlan, and Shimon Smotritsky for the championship, all with rear naked chokes. You know he's going to come out, he hits that single leg, he takes your back, and then he chokes you out. Like, the game plan hasn't really changed from what we saw originally. He's just doing it at such a high level right now. His turnaround has been outstanding.
You know what I thought was, kind of awesome. We were talking last week about this fight, and you were saying how, Sam's great on the ground, Shimon's great on his feet. So what did Kilmer do? He subs him on his back while he's on his
while
feet.
He's standing.
He got it very reminiscent of the Josh Van Cleveland clean fight. What a way to finish somebody, especially a high level guy like Shimon.
Yeah, and you look at Shimon, and he only has 3 losses now, and they've all come in the biggest moments. 2 in Contender Series, 1 in the main event here at Fury. Still has a great record. I think he's 11-3. 11-3 now, so he definitely has a shot. I wonder if what we'll see next from Kilmer. Kilmer is so well liked amongst the higher ups in like UFC and the bigger managers, and like he has a great team behind him.
He'll be on Contender, I think.
Contender's got to be, he's got a serious shot.
But
at
Contenders
that, right?
is so far off.
Yeah.
Well, remember with Josh Van, he fought in January and then he waited.
Yeah.
So same thing with Aswell. He fought in February, I think, and then he waited.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
I would think we lose Alden. I think we lose Kilmer. I think Graves
gets a short call.
I think he gets a short call similar to like a Jose Johnson.
Yeah, I agree.
I really hope so.
Me too, man. That would be
what another great fight.
That would be great for us. That kid's been with me for so long. I went to 4 Ounce last night, and I was talking to Josh and Daniel and these guys, and we were talking about how Josh was an amateur 4 years ago. This was about 4 years ago. Josh Van was an amateur 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And then we compared it to Cameron, who's had like a very tough ride with us. And he's been fighting for me since like 2011.
Yeah.
How crazy! Cameron is 13-6 in Fury.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah.
He's had 19 fights. That's not including amateurs.
Fucking Hall of Famer.
That's
man.
incredible, man.
He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
He's the first 2-time champion.
Yes.
In a fight where I don't think many people picked him to win this fight, because you look at, I think people forget, he's got a salty record. He's 13-7. Been around the block a little bit.
Grizzled veteran at this point.
And he's still under 30, right? He's like 29 or some shit
No,
like
he's
that.
31.
31, is he?
31.
But you look at Cameron, and Cameron has every skill set to compete with any fighter 145 pounds.
His grappling is great. His wrestling's decent. His cardio's insane.
Yeah.
And he can strike.
Yeah.
And he's a southpaw.
The technical showcase with Justice Torres, man.
He brought out the beard for this fight to show he's a man.
I like that beard, too. That was a good look.
It was a great look.
He made
for
his
him.
debut when? I know he made his amateur debut with us. Was it 2011?
So 2012
2012.
against Jose Ceja.
13 years ago.
And he was in the 5th grade at that time.
He head kick knocked out Jose Ceja.
Crazy.
He has been fighting for a hot minute.
So he was what, 19 years old?
Yeah, something like that. 2012, 19 years old.
18 or 19 years
Yeah,
old.
what a fight, man. You know, Graves hit Justice Torres with everything he had. I mean, and Justice, you know, he didn't get rocked. He didn't, go down or anything. I mean, he stood there and went toe-to-toe with Cameron Graves.
It seemed to really, it seemed like maybe the length was giving Justice some problems.
Southpaw too.
The southpaw and the length. It's hard to say. Justice is one of those fighters who, I can't say he makes it pretty when he's in there. Like he's in some scraps. He comes out with his face busted up just as well, but he's usually on the W side of it. But hats off to Cameron Graves, man. It was his night, and we crowned 3 new champions.
Crazy.
In one night.
Yeah.
And they all got to. Did you see the article it was on Sports Illustrated?
MMA Island did, right?
Yeah, MMA Island did. Well, Chris Santiago from MMA Island. It's on Sports Illustrated.si.com and their little MMA piece. I forget the name of it, but 3 new champions, all in front of Mick Maynard, man. Like, so those guys got to have basically their 3 own little like Contender Series moments in front of Mick, who was absolutely loving the show, man.
Oh yeah, he had a great time.
I mean, and so Cameron Graves, I think you're going to see him get a call up similar to what Jose Johnson did. Another, I wouldn't say an upset of the night, but how about this for poetry? So, Hector Sáenz, is it Sáenz or Sáenz?
Sáenz.
I never say it right.
Hector's a fucking animal.
Wins the
I love
Kimura
Hector, bro.
tattoo submission bonus with a Kimura. Like,
fitting,
perfect.
right?
How
Yeah.
fitting. Over Malik Lewis, who when we talked pre-show, there's a pre-production call we do where we talk about everybody's advantages and disadvantages. I gave
Scouting report.
every bit of the advantage to Malik Lewis on the ground.
Hector's a dog, man. And you never know what he's going to bring to the table. And he's getting better and better and better. We're going to lose him this year
Hey,
as well.
shout out to Hector with the classic Daniel Pineda finish.
Yeah.
Like that's, when you see a 4-ounce fighter with the Kimura, you mean, Daniel Pineda, been working on that bad boy over there.
It worked.
So that's a mixture of Jason, a little bit of mixture of Renan out there. Like, he's got a lot of great stuff in there.
Shout out to Malik, too, though.
Yeah.
Like, Malik shows up, man. He's in shape. He does his thing. And he said, man, fuck, I just made a mistake.
Turn him around. He's ready to come back
He's
now.
ready to come back to Dallas. And he said yes to Abdulaziz.
And that is his first loss that's not a Contender Series loss.
Yeah. Malik's a dog, too.
Yeah.
He is.
Malik, I mean, look, he's 7-3.
Yeah,
he's another
7-3
guy.
now.
He puts a couple
wins.
fights together. He's right back there again too.
I agree.
Maybe the shocker of the night was Avsklon Batar submitting Gabby Echeverry.
Yeah.
Dude, Gabby had him, and it just was real quick. It reversed. And he got, an arm triangle?
With an arm triangle.
Yeah.
Gabby had him in a guillotine.
Yeah.
He passed the guard, slipped into an arm triangle, and that was a wrap.
It was crazy because I couldn't tell how, Gabby must have been really tied up against the cage because he didn't have any room to try and escape.
That's what happened in the Malik and Hector fight. If you see, Malik tries to
He tried to
jump
go over the top, yeah.
The cage is right there. He couldn't go anywhere.
Shout out to Batar with a great submission.
He's ready to come back too, he said.
Again, another shocker. I didn't pick Damian Nelson to, I hate to use the term pick apart, but really control Tony Toro the whole fight.
I mean, unanimous
Well,
decision.
if you look at Damian Nelson, man, the guys that he's fought and he's lost to, he's had nothing but tough fights. That dude's battle tested. So he came into this fight knowing exactly what he was going to get.
Yeah.
He showed up, man. I mean, another guy that I feel like people are going to say no to when we offer that fight moving forward.
Maybe punching his ticket with his final fight here, I'm going to assume Chris Ewart, 185 pounds, looked phenomenal against Baby Goose. At 7-0, 185 pounds, I don't think we see him around too much longer.
Rumor has it that he'll be on the Mexico City card. Maybe.
Is it because he is of Hispanic descent?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Latino.
Oh,
Latino.
is it?
From Chile.
Do you say Latino, not Hispanic?
I see Latino.
What's the difference?
It gets confusing at times.
Is
to
it
know the
Latino?
difference.
Was there a difference?
Yes, there is.
There is a difference.
There's
Is
one-
there a difference between
One gets arrested, one doesn't. Say it. What you gonna say? What you gonna say over there?
Hey, you got, you know.
What are you trying to say over there?
You got Hispanic, you got Latino, but then you introduce like Chicano into the mix. There's all these different levels, right?
Oh,
What else is there?
Chicharrones.
There's only two.
What else is there?
Hispanic and Latino. That's
Bolillos.
The other one is just
Bolillos.
Yeah.
Boricua, what do we got over here?
Hey, you just fucked yourself with the Chicano community.
Yeah.
I want you to know, buddy.
No.
Yeah, you need no more chicory in your coffee.
Now, pal.
Yeah, you're out of LULAC. Get your ass out of LULAC.
Fag. Oh, sorry, I don't know what we're doing.
Hey, he's out of LULAC. He's out of LULAC.
Richard had to see coming in under the
You know
radar.
what LULAC is, right?
Huh? Yeah, it's like their Latin
Latinos.
Associated
Yeah,
Council
yeah.
of like
You just got
Hispanics.
fired from LULAC.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris Ewart hands Reese Watkins' first loss, dude. How about Isaiah Monroe, Josh Motzinger?
Ooh,
Motzinger's a dog, bro.
Motzinger improves to 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0 now. Unanimous decision.
He's good, dude.
30-27 across the board. Dominant
gonna fight
performance.
Toro.
Toro could fight him. Damian Nelson could fight him. Joe Hendershot could fight him. Get revenge for his teammate. Michael Blockus could fight him.
Yeah, I'll try to.
There's a lot.
Listen, I like Blockus and Aronde.
Me too.
I just feel like Aronde's style is just great for Michael Blockus.
Me too.
Fantastic.
Me too.
Trying to put that together right now.
Hey, the Hall of
Stay
Famer,
tuned.
the little animal, showing why he is the Hall of Famer.
The Lil. L-I-L, not T-T-L-E. Lil.
It was a close fight. It was a close fight, but I think Jacob kind of showed the edge the entire fight, maybe. No, if he gives the first loss for Longoria.
Yeah, Silva with unanimous decision. 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 from Chance Williams. The little animal.
I mean,
And what was supposed to be the show opener, but it was not.
well, we made a strategic decision as the night went on. So for those who don't know, and maybe some fans don't, maybe some fighters don't as well, we run on what's called TV time. And we only have so much TV time. And we have when the show starts to where the time that we have to be ready to go to TV. And that doesn't mean that you flip a switch and you're ready to go on TV.
Yeah.
Like you have to change signals, test everything out. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to be able to do that.
Yeah. And that's if everything goes smoothly.
Everything goes smoothly.
What if there's a problem? Maybe it
Right.
takes a little bit longer.
Hey, we need to go. Are we done with the card?
Yeah, we're still talking about. We're trying to.
Because I want to talk a little bit about the bullshit that happened prior to the card and the fighters that were supposed to fight that didn't end up fighting.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
Because that shit's still on my mind. I ain't gonna forget it.
So we
They fucked. They fucked.
he threw off the
know, that's
complete
what he
train.
does. He threw a curveball.
He didn't know what was happening.
We had to make a strategic
what was happening.
decision.
We had to make a strategic decision.
Hey, I
and
didn't
it's-
know what was happening. Well, I almost called out the wrong fight.
I got in there at the last second.
Yeah,
I got in there at the last
Rich
second.
with the save the last second.
Hey,
I had to run out and get the card. Oh,
and
man.
the commentary team though also, I listened to the shit last night. They had no idea.
Yeah.
So when Damien,
I can only go to one.
Yeah, so they were already talking about Silva opening the card.
So-
Rich fucked us up. It's
I
all
did.
good.
I did, but the choice was made. Listen, we can't run the Aronde Lopez fight on the prelims. We either have to make them a swing bout, which means these guys warmed up or ready to go and have to go at the end of the night, or we try to run around real quick, tell production, and get these guys out.
And that's what
we
we
got it in the last second. And a lot of it came from the faith of that one or two things are going to happen. Christian Lopez was going to land a big punch.
And he did.
And he did. Or Damon Aronde was going to take him down and strangle him or take his arm. And he did. Both those things happened. And what a Fight Pass debut.
Yeah, dude. What a chance opportunity for those guys, and they capitalized on it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't normally see, guys with, this experience level and this kind of a record fighting on a, main card on UFC Fight Pass, but, the decision was made, and they delivered, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man. I don't give a shit what Christian Lopez's record is.
He's a dog, man.
That kid can crack.
Yes, he
Yeah.
can.
He can fucking crack, and when he lands something, he's gonna do some damage.
And
So nobody wants to stand up with him.
It's funny, every time we try to put him against somebody who we think maybe will stand with him for a little while, never happens.
Because he cracked Damien, and he
He
cut
did.
him with the first punch that he landed.
Yeah, early in the
But
fight.
it was just enough, though, for Damien to get his arms around him and take him down.
Yes,
and
sir.
then, but Christian, man, I got a lot of love for him. And
Around it with the armbar
appreciate
tap out
everything.
110 into the very first round. to kick things off for us.
And then on our amateur prelims, Anthony Johnson picked up the big victory over Jose Cordova. That was a really close fight. I only caught bits and pieces, and wow, you know, like it was a really close fight.
He looked good out there. He did what he needed to do to retain. You know, now the question becomes, does he go pro? Does he hang out and defend the title again? I do too.
I think he's ready to go pro.
He deferred to the coaches, which is, you know, a good thing to do whenever his coaches thinks he's ready, but he looked ready to me.
KJ Thomas picked up the unanimous decision win against Jordan Garcia. And then, man, Nico Martinez stepped up on late notice to take on Juan Gutierrez, who was kind of the boogeyman at 135 recently. Nobody wanted to fight Juan. Everybody we asked didn't want to step up and fight Juan.
And they're still going to say no. They still will.
They're not going to say yes to Nico. That kid, damn.
I think Pete just wanted to see what Nico was about, and I could probably see Pete saying, man, let's just pro debut him. Nobody's going to fight him as an amateur. He's kind of like Sebastian, right?
Dude, his jiu-jitsu is slick.
Yeah, it's like Warrior Vita. It's just a weight class
Very slick, exciting.
Martinez in his amateur debut takes down Juan Gutierrez at 3-0. Split decision. Two of the judges gave it to Nico. One of the judges gave it to Juan.
All right.
Interesting, right?
I mean, you know,
Who?
things happen.
Michelle Morales.
All right, Michelle. Well, you know, shout out to Michelle.
She had a 29-28 for Gutierrez.
Okay.
All right.
Vantage point.
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
One fight that did need the decision, and congratulations to Mr. Noah Nawade.
Yeah.
Nawade picking up his first victory.
Tap out, rear naked choke, 208 into the third and final round over Jaden the Dragon win. Impressive win. Picks up his first.
Yeah, you know, I mean, look, he wasn't supposed to win that fight. He was 0-3 going into the fight, taking on a guy who's 2-1. By the numbers, you're not supposed to win that fight.
Right, yeah.
And it looked phenomenal. Did a great job. Got the fight where he wanted and got the submission victory. Shout out to Gage Harper, putting up his record to 77 and something. That dude's got like 15.
I see him going pro now too.
He kind of has to.
He snuck in the announcement, like after, you know, whenever we're getting ready to do the announcement, he came up and said, Wayne, can I please say something afterwards?
I like him, man.
I was like, man, hey, I was like, because I like you. You're going to get me some shit, but because I like you, yeah. But sneak it in, make it quick. So, you know, after we made the announcement that he got the unanimous decision, he ran over to the mic and was like, hey, guys, I'm going pro after this one. Here we go. So.
A lot of fun fights for him as a pro.
Yeah, a lot of fun fights for him. Excited to see him get out there.
And all those amateur losses that get in his head and, you know, all those are behind him now. He's 0-0.
Yeah.
Hey, and I wanted to give a quick little uplift, man. Isai Pereira and Jose Alcantar, that was a fucking scrap.
They threw down, bro.
That was a scrap.
Yes, it was, man.
So I didn't have high expectations for Jose Alcantar based off of his attitude coming in. Super quiet. I don't think he said a word to us the whole time. I don't think I heard the kid say one word. Standoffish, a little aloof.
He doesn't speak English.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
He speaks English.
I'm kidding. I don't know.
But watching him in that fight, he did not fight like a debut guy. Like, he came out there like a kid who's had some scraps, was ready to throw down. It was
a fight in South Central LA.
Every day.
Every day.
Every
baby.
day for lunch.
Yep.
That was
money.
a really fun scrap there.
For the milk money.
What about Alan Gonzalez and James Ramon? Is James Ramon ready to go pro? He's got 22 fights as well.
He's supposed to fight Dragon in San Antonio. 221.
He's still going to do it?
I think so.
All right.
I think so.
All right.
Hey, that's another
career
kid,
amateur,
man.
guess.
I love that kid, too. He don't give a fuck.
Alon Gonzalez with the unanimous decision over James Ramon.
Ramon says no to nobody
Yeah.
and yes to everyone.
He put on some size, too.
He got jacked. I was
Yeah.
giving him shit about it. I was like, okay, getting a beach bod now, huh?
Yeah, he said he took like
growing up.
It had been a little while in between fights, and so he decided to put on a little bit of weight. And shout out to him. And finally, kicking the card off was Lloyd David and Isaiah Gonzalez. Fun fight, man.
Yeah,
Christian
man. Lloyd David with a tap out, rear naked choke, 159 into round number 2.
So that ends us for Fury 100. Again, thank you to everybody who came out to the fights. Everybody's ever come out to a Fury fight.
Thank you to the Rooster.
Thank you to that cock making us walk over there.
The big beast of bourbon,
Listen,
war bringer,
I am
Southwest bourbon.
I'm gonna get these guys to change this to take your cock for a walk.
Yeah, man. Break out the leash. Take your cock for a walk
Take your
with
cock
war
for a
bringer.
walk with. I'm telling you, man.
big beast of bourbon.
They're gonna be down for
This
this.
shit's amazing, bro.
Hey, speaking of amazing, you boys see the limited edition Space City collab Fury
Hey.
100?
Did you see what Space City gave me?
You could put Tom and Jerry on there.
Hang on, Dougie. I'm not done floating the gear yet.
We got to get with Guzman and ask him, and you could put some cartoon characters on there that everybody knows. Who are these people?
I have no clue.
I know, right? You can't put like Tom versus Jerry.
I'm too old
Or
for like
Bugs Bunny versus Elmer Fudd.
Goku,
I mean, come
Vegeta
on.
shit. I don't know. You know.
But what about a Mortal Kombat character?
I'm old, dude. I don't know who these cartoon characters
they gave
are.
you the Velvet Travis Scotts?
I had got them for Christmas, but I'm still happy.
Man, I got
The new chocolate
I got those Jumpman Jacks.
I know. I think I'm gonna take mine back and get those.
Those are badass.
Yeah, those look like Hirachi.
They do.
Don't they?
Yeah. Yeah. Look at Diego over there. Like, I got a purple jacket.
I got the chocolate Travises, man.
Dude,
Those are
I've
fly,
got
bro.
I've got an idea for Space City for another
Listen, Space
bootleg
City-
ripoff T-shirt. Well, they're not licensed.
Hey, those are legit.
They're
like,
legit, but they're not licensed. Is what I'm getting
listen,
at. Hey, if
I
we're
tell
gonna
you
do
this.
it, let's do like Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny, NBA Jam.
He did that. He did the
My shirt like this
No,
that he gave me.
That's my Space City. The other Space City one I wear with
Why did you wear that one?
My shirt,
We know who they are.
my shirt that he gave me has a Louis Vuitton tag on it, and it's got a little LV on the sleeve. It's legit. It's legit.
You got
With
Louis-
the chocolate
You got a
Travises.
Louis Vuitton shirt?
Yeah. A Louis Vuitton that.
Damn.
Whoever that is, Goku and.
I
fucking-
don't think mine's Louis.
What's this guy's name?
Fuck if I know. Dave?
You don't even know.
Dave?
Dave versus
Dave.
Goku.
Dave versus Goku?
I can.
Hey, also,
Hey, fucking Ninja Turtle versus Shredder.
There you go.
hey,
Boom.
you guys,
That'd be kind of cool.
you guys looked fabulous
yeah,
in your
I did.
Waleed Pirzada
I did.
outfits.
Thanks to Waleed Pirzada
Holy
down
shout out
in
to
Sugar
Waleed
Land, Texas.
Pirzada.
Fine luxury clothing.
I'm taking my son in next week. He's about to get fitted for prom.
Oh,
shit.
damn.
Getting the dragon?
Nah, I don't think.
Hey, give him that dragon,
This
dog.
this one is the panty dropper. Thank you, Eric.
The panty dropper.
Thank you, Eric.
The panty dropper. Hey, I was like, man, this is not really my style. I'm not really feeling this.
You rocked it, man.
And I put it on, and I was like, damn.
Rich's style is not class and elegance.
Hey, hide your tears,
but
baby.
you faked it well, dude. You look great, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not high class. Like, maybe big ass, but I'm not high class.
Listen, man, I was happy with everything that they did.
Amazing, dude.
They did an amazing job.
Maybe the best pants I've ever had.
Me too.
Yeah.
Those
man.
are the best dress pants I've ever had.
Everything fit like a glove. I pulled off a wardrobe change. You know, I wore the blue jacket
Saw
on
that.
the undercard, and I brought the black one just in case Rich didn't want to wear the white one. But he's like, no, fuck it, I'm going with this.
Both of those jackets were from them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this shit was amazing.
So I was like, hey, fuck it, why not? So I pulled the Bruce Buffer and, switched jackets for the main card. And then I had a third one that would have been great for the title fights, but I didn't, I wasn't planning ahead
Dude,
like that.
your pinstripes.
She was
Yeah,
I gotta
it
give me
looked
some
dope.
gangster pinstripes. That was
looked
amazing.
dope. Yeah, man,
You
it
did a
looked
great job, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
They over-delivered, man.
They over-delivered.
They promised big, and they over-delivered, and it was all great.
I
Everything
got
fit like a
suits
glove.
for the next few events. I just don't know if I should pull them out, or save them. I think I'm gonna pull one out for San Antonio
Why? Why would you save them?
because I feel
San
very
Antonio,
grateful.
I've-
Boeing Center at Tech.
I've
Court?
only got
You gotta go big.
I can rock the white one again, I guess,
Yeah,
but
right.
it's so. I don't think I can wear it two events in a row.
Well, Dallas is in between.
Yeah, but it's white. Like
it dry clean.
it's people gonna know. They're gonna be like, oh,
That's the 100.
that's the 100
The
jacket.
100.
Oh,
The lining on the inside of your jacket says 100.
That's
This
the
is
only
101.
thing that I
Yeah.
wish I could have got different. That it would just have the regular Fury logo.
do that next time.
Because all of them have 100.
Yes.
This shit's amazing though, man. I was very
Yeah,
happy.
absolutely
Thank
outstanding.
you so much, Waleed Pirzada.
Yeah, shout out
Hey,
to
did a
Hey, so
fantastic job.
two big events this weekend.
Hey, we gonna talk about these fools who fucked up the card?
Oh yeah, go ahead, baby.
Boom. Eric Garcia, the floor is yours.
What's going on? What's
Talk-
going on with that?
Talk your talk, baby. Talk your talk.
Who fucked up the card?
They
So,
didn't-
hey, you
Well,
want me to-
listen, nobody
Do you want me to
fucked
set
up.
you up?
Nobody fucked up the
So
card.
you want to talk about the ones that didn't happen?
Yeah. Okay. First of all,
Let's go with the fights. Let's go with the fights that did not happen at Fury FC 100.
Craig Willingham taking on Sean Kennard did not happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened there?
I get a call from his manager the night before saying that he broke his hand hitting pads. Re-injured his hand hitting pads and that he wasn't going to be able to make it. So shit happens, you know.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That sucks.
If you had an injured hand though, man, like we should have known that shit a week, 2 weeks out. That would have gave us some time to fix the situation?
It's hard. It's hard to say. Like, listen, man, training things happen. We've all seen something. Like just last week, one of my guys got cut open in a drill that wasn't even like a really heavy contact drill. It was like, damn, okay. Things happen.
The guy wasn't fighting at Fury 100.
It's rare that you would hurt yourself on mitts.
The day before you fly out.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, usually like the week before a fight, you're like, hey, no hard training. It's fight week, but
Well, but my thing is that
so.
if your hand is that hurt that you could possibly hurt it hitting mitts, then you probably shouldn't be fighting. Period.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
True.
But
Yeah.
we'll.
It threw a serious wrench in there though, and it was very unfair for Sean Kennard.
That's what I was going to say, man.
Super-
Sean, he put a lot of prep in for that fight.
Very hard to replace somebody on 2 days' notice.
Especially,
impossible.
when you need 5, yeah.
So it's like, man, what do you do? Just say, hey, Sean, your guy pulled out, and what do you tell Craig? Okay, man, it's okay. Go get better.
Then our next victim was Becca Irwin.
Yeah, Becca Irwin versus Julia Moore didn't happen. What's the story with that one?
I mean, I follow Julia Moore, her socials, all the way up. The girl seemed about it. She got her medicals done. She was in constant contact with me. I checked in with her. And even the day before weigh-ins, she's like, hey, I'm good to go. I noticed that she had got her braids done. She made a post, wore braids, whatever. So I didn't assume anything was going to be wrong.
Yeah.
And I wake up on weigh-in day, and I'm headed to weigh-ins, and I get a message, and it says, hey, my body shut down.
That's the worst.
I'm not going to make the weight. I'm very sorry. This fight ain't happening, whatever.
Yeah.
And my first thing is like, let's do a catch weight. Let's figure it out.
Right.
Like, let's just not
Yeah.
jump to conclusions. And
Right.
So we offer the catch weight, and then
Yeah, I was speaking with them that morning, and they
can't
was
make the weight either. Already back up to 140 pounds.
yeah,
or some
already
shit.
back up. But
15
also
pounds.
she said that like she just didn't feel like she should fight. It would be safe for her to fight after that. And once a fighter brings up safety, it's kind of hard. It's hard to argue that. Listen, there's an emotional side of it and an upset side of it as the promoter on this side, where it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
We need this fight. We want you to fight. But at the same point,
Fighter
we're not
safety
against
has to come
fighter
first.
safety.
But how do you trust that that shit ain't gonna happen again?
You don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do I do? Do I take a chance if she's like, okay, I'm ready to fight Becca in 6 weeks? Do I want to roll the dice with Becca Irwin again?
No, I think
course
we have
not.
to keep looking.
Yeah.
How about shitty luck for Becca? Is that the second? So
Yeah.
this one the night before, morning of.
Rosenberg,
The other one
she's
was
supposed to
Rosenberg
fight.
was at the fights.
Yeah.
I don't know how many countless ones we've had pull out before that.
It just doesn't make sense, man. And it doesn't sit well with me, Now, the worst one of all is on the amateur card.
Martin
Yeah,
Pineda.
David Puente was supposed to fight Martin Pineda.
This is
what
the most
happened?
egregious weight miss I've ever
Is,
seen.
is this the one? I saw like something online where someone posted about someone missing weight by 31 pounds.
That's it.
This is the one.
Yeah, 31 pounds.
And what pisses me off more than anything is that I make a post in the group the night before saying, hey guys, if there's a weight issue or anything, let me know today.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hear your shit at 2 a.m. or in the morning or whatever. And everybody sees it. I'm on my way to weigh-ins, and this kid messages me and says, hey man, I'm not going to make weight. I'm sorry. My nose is bleeding. I'm having issues, whatever. Okay, what weight are you at? I'm assuming he's going to say 5 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm at 216. I said, dude, the fight's at 185,
Yeah.
bro.
You
Now, keep
didn't
in
even
mind,
try, yeah.
this kid didn't have medicals the Monday before. So he was going to get medicals the Monday before, and he went and got all his medicals done, sent everything. There was never a question of weight.
Yeah.
I'm 30 pounds heavy. I'm 50 pounds heavy.
Well, according to him, he was 40 pounds heavier earlier in the week because he told us that he goes, I lost 10 pounds this week. Like so,
You should have been trying.
Don't you think on Monday when he went to
This
get his
should've started a couple
medicals
weeks
done
ago.
that he could have called and said, hey man,
well,
I'm way overweight.
There's two there's two things at fault here. One, the fighter is extremely at fault, but also the team, your coaching staff. Like you have to know what your guys are at, because the way I look at it
coach
is
said
every
he
time
hadn't seen him for 2 weeks.
that's not an excuse. Every time my fighter is going into the cage or going to a promotion, they are representing me and my gym and my brand and everything that I put all this time and effort into. And for you to show up and embarrass me in front of a promotion that I respect dearly, that would just kill me. I would look like a fucking moron.
You're dead to me.
Yeah, but and I know the other coach. I respect him very well, very much. Is a great guy.
Yeah.
But at the same point, I think some of what he's saying of like I haven't seen him for 2 weeks. He's somewhat covering for his fighter.
Yeah.
But also, you know, in a way, like, look, man, you have to know. You got to know where your team is at. And I think there was a little bit of maybe he trusted the kid too much to be there. I don't know what it is. I don't believe he would let him come fight after not seeing him for 2 weeks before his fight. Like
That, you know, I think it, you know, is more what you were saying originally. He's probably, you know, covering for his guy.
he's trying. Yeah, he's trying to. I think he's trying to cover for his guy. And look, it comes down to the fighter, man. You messed up.
Yeah.
You messed up, and every fighter. If you have a fight coming up, you know you're not going to make the weight. You're that far out. You're not cutting 30 pounds. Pick up the phone and call the promoter.
Seriously. Yeah.
Give us a chance to let the other person either add some weight to them so you can still fight, or find a replacement. Yeah, something.
Or find a replacement opponent. Yeah.
Something, man. But
It's not fair to, you know, the other guy.
It's not fair at all. You give us no opportunity to adjust. And it really ends up being unfair. Like Martin Pineda had to sit there and go and tell his friends and fans that
everybody that he sold tickets to.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. And these guys who fuck up and do this missing weight shit and can't make weight and don't show up, they don't understand how many people it fucks.
And I'm sorry. Now this guy, dude, you're kind of the laughing stock of that is the worst weight miss I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I've never seen a 30. I told me and Alex Morano was there talking. He's like, I've never seen 30 fucking pounds. 30 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you could have saved everybody a lot of fucking shit if on Monday you would have said, hey, man, I'm way too heavy. Can we fight at 205?
Yep.
Hey, how about the night before when you're 30 pounds over, you don't make Martin cut all that weight still?
Yeah. That's what I have an issue with.
And he's an amateur, so what's the repercussion?
There's no repercussions.
I mean, I filed a complaint. That's the only thing I can do. But, I mean, he still cost me money for hotel and shit. And it's just like, dude.
Well, what it ends up doing is it's going to cost him down the road. What he didn't consider is, I mean, it's going to be real hard for him to get booked on another Fury card, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's another promoter out there that'll
Oh,
take
yeah,
him.
yeah. You know, and that's, you know, that's fine.
Let him.
There's somewhere else to fight, but.
I think he'll go back, and I think his team will get with him, and they'll either fix it or he just won't be fighting. Like, I think that's pretty much where you go with it at that point.
Coach the Kids Classic.
Yeah, whatever, man. I'm done with Fury 100. We're done. But this weekend.
But it'll live forever in our memories.
Yes.
It will. It will be.
Hall of Fame inductions, Josh Vann and Alex Morono. How fun was that?
Man,
How
how
could
cool
we
was
didn't
that?
jam some Hall & Oates?
Dude, we should have, but, you know, you guys didn't. I didn't get to go Bill Goldberg, do some sparks, but that's
Ooh,
okay.
What about the robots?
The robots were there.
The robots were there. Yeah, the robots were
They
there.
worked it.
Transforming and shit. I seen them drive up in the back as a Camaro, and then they like transformed and came inside.
Oh shit!
Dog, we missed that. We didn't even
That
get
one dude
Diego, how come we didn't record that from the truck?
transforming into a grill, but whatever.
Diego was too busy looking at himself in the mirror in that purple rain jacket that he had on.
Purple rain.
Did you go get a massage in that jacket
I did
after?
not.
He was practicing his Razor
I got
Ramon walk.
it
You did?
before. I got it
Did you wear
before.
just the jacket to the massage?
Yes, I did.
That's what I'm talking about.
Before.
And the Jordans, the
I
retros.
did. I'm gonna shh.
Oh, there they are. There they are. There they are. Okay. Oh.
Hit you with the okie doke down there.
Okay.
Check out the
They're
kicks.
the
Hey,
fours.
look, and it matches my shirt.
I see that, man.
He's styling and profiling
Yeah,
out
he
here.
pulling it from every. Hey, save some for us.
Diego with the bread fours over there.
Hey, he got save some for us, bro.
I know, dude.
Hey, take it all. Take it all,
Save
Diego.
some for Rich. Save some of them dudes for Rich.
Hey, this weekend, 8-man tournament, $5,000 on the line. Submission Hunter Pro,
Let's go.
exclusively on UFC Fight Pass.
Number 94, right?
Number 95.
95.
Throwing down
Yeah.
this weekend. This is an extremely. We had a last-minute addition to the card, and what a great addition, man! We got Mr. Landon Elmore stepping in as his first round matchup. He'll be taking on Mr. Randy Baker. We also got Christian Guzman taking on Matt Schnell. Mr. Camargo taking on, I can never get Henrique. Is it Henrique?
Henrique.
I always fuck up good names, man. And then Jeremy Owens taking on Rafion Stotts.
That's a fun one.
Jeremy Owens.
I'm telling you right now, Jeremy is the sleeper
Dude.
in this fucking show.
I'm pulling for my guy, man. We go way back with him as an organization. That, you know, personally, he trained Ashton, you know, a lot. Dude, I'm really
3
hoping
days.
he's able to pull
4
this
hours. 18
I will. I gotta be really honest. Two of my favorite people are going against each other in the first round: Christian Guzman and Matt Schnell.
Wow.
You told me you didn't like Matt.
I don't. I've been boys with Matt Schnell for a very, very, very long time. Back when People forget Matt Snell was the kid on MTV. What was the name of it? Was it Caged? I think it was Caged. Was
Like
the
the
name
bully?
of it?
Like the bully show?
No.
Yeah, it was Cage. He was on MTV.
Yeah, it was an MTV. You don't remember this? So it was an MTV reality show, and they went around and they followed these Louisiana amateurs, getting ready as they're turning pro, and you got to watch these kids, and you see DP, the Poirier's on there, Crater's on there, but Matt Snell was the only one of the group that they followed who kind of like stayed in fighting.
Yeah.
And he was very, very young. You got to see the ups and downs of like living in basically bumfuck nowhere, Louisiana. I mean, like.
I laugh so hard because I've been on those rows like you have. Yeah, man.
Cajun as Cajun can fucking be.
Yes.
Hey, R.I.P. to his beautiful mother. Like, she was on the show, his sister, like, their whole family was there. And Matt stood out as like, maybe this kid actually is a fighter. But if you're watching the show, they all come across as like douchebags, fucking idiots. Like, they made all the Cajun kids look dumb as fuck. And we are.
A lot of them got beat up.
A lot of them got beat. Yeah.
Where were they fighting? What promotion?
In a good way. In a loving good way.
It was with
USA
Gil
MMA.
Guillory, USA MMA. I want to say they might
no
have
AK
did one. No, there was no AK. They might have did one of Craters. I don't recall.
He was promoted back then?
I want to say he was. I could be wrong. I know Gil was, USA
How come
MMA
every
was.
time we go to Louisiana, Tim act like he want to help me, and then he don't help me?
I don't know, man. That's just a Louisiana thing to do. But Matt.
Yeah, I'll help you show. Come on through. Hey, I'm here. Oh, man, I'm busy.
Matt was like the
No
star of that show.
That's Rich's boy.
Yeah, and so what people forget though is that Matt Snell was a monster. Like early in his career, and we got him at Legacy. I want to say, I'm looking back now, I was wrong. It's 2015 is when he fought Albert Tapia, but he fought before that. Yeah, there you go, Clayton Maya. His pro debut was against Ryan Hollis, for those who remember Ryan Hollis.
Yeah.
But Matt, look at Matt's amateur record, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
When did the amateur debut?
It's a lot of green.
His amateur debut in 2009.
That was on Cage.
2009, goes through, and then, he comes over to us at Legacy. In between Legacy, there was GFA, there was, what was the one Chris did? Chris Reed had a promotion too. I can't remember the name of it.
Celtic Combat.
Maybe.
IXFA?
That wasn't it.
Yeah.
But IXFA. But like Matt had kind of been around everywhere, and he wasn't like, if you didn't know that the kid was legit, he was just this MTV kid coming in. But he was a fucking monster, man. And so, but he's also going against Christian Guzman, man. Like that's our guy. That's our guy. So I'm taking whoever wins that one is now my favorite to win the tournament. That's who I'm picking. Whoever wins that out of the group. But 8 men, $5,000 tournament. We've also got Mrs. Lauren Murphy on the card taking on Natty Boss.
That's a good match.
Yeah, it's a great match. A bunch of fun matches on this card. Make sure you go to subhunterpro.tv, subhunterpro.tv to pick up your tickets right now. Submission Hunter Pro 95 exclusively on UFC Fight Pass. Going to be a great show. But the night before, UFC 311, I know we broke it down earlier on our last show, but I just had a couple questions for you fellas.
Let's go.
And I want to kind of get some feedback here. Islam Makhachev, 26-1.
We all know he's the favorite.
If he wins this fight, he will have more title victories than Khabib.
Yeah.
Where do you put Islam in the greatest of all times for 55ers?
I mean, top 3 at least has to be, right?
Top 3?
I mean, it has to be. Who do you put above him?
That's
subjective, right?
It's really, dude. That's such a hard thing to answer.
How do you like how I threw that one back at him, guys?
I think I think there are momentary fighters, and what I mean by momentary fighters, it's like when you think of. All right, here's my example of the greatest momentary fighter of all time. BJ Penn at 155 when he beat Diego Sanchez was the greatest 155er I'd ever seen.
At that time.
I'd ever seen. In that moment, he was the greatest 155er I'd ever seen. And now, when you go back and you look at the Conor McGregor, who took out Eddie Alvarez, holy shit, that was the best striking 155 like I've ever seen. So
GOAT,
I
right?
think if I had to choose between the two, I would rank Islam above Habib. I would put Habib second, and I'd probably put BJ Penn third.
BJ's the GOAT.
BJ's the fucking man. BJ's the man.
Is he the GOAT? Or is it Islam at this point?
Islam might be after this.
BJ didn't have the total number of title defenses is what they'll put against him.
Exactly.
But also, we all know like how crazy BJ Penn was. This dude fought all the way up to heavyweight.
Man, dude.
Goes and wins the IBJJF, or well, no, he won the World Championships in like 2000 after 3 years of doing jiu-jitsu. But most people, like, here's the problem with BJ Penn. Since 2010,
Oof.
BJ Penn has one win.
There's a lot of red.
A lot of red.
Yeah.
People forget that BJ Penn before that had beat George St. Pierre, Diego Sanchez, Sean Shirk, Joe Stevenson, Jens Pulver, Henzo Gracie, Rodrigo Gracie, Dwayne Ludwig, Matt Hughes, Takanori Gomi. Like, he fucked up everybody.
Yeah.
He messed up everybody, and BJ Penn was by
Do you
far.
think he stuck around too long?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be the strike against him. I mean, he took an L to George St. Pierre, a couple to Frankie Edgar, Nick Diaz, Roy McDonald, another one to Edgar. And, I mean, I don't know, man. I remember BJ Penn from those glory years, so it's hard to say, oh goddamn pal, he's not the GOAT. To me, he is.
So you've got Diego.
To me, the best 155 for me, just because of what I experienced, was Frankie Edgar.
Okay. Not a bad choice.
That's not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice at all, man. Super underrated and undersized.
And that's the thing
You know
that
why
I
he's
liked
saying that?
about
Because he
him.
beat BJ Penn like 7,000 times.
The reason why I liked about him is because he was undersized for his weight class, and I really enjoyed that.
So where do you rank somebody like Charles Oliveira? Most submissions of all time. He's held the belt. Yeah. So
At this point, you kind of have to judge it by
What
era.
about GP?
he never won the title. He only had an interim belt.
He's still a fucking badass.
He is. Don't
But
get me wrong.
This,
I'm like,
this
yeah.
era of the UFC is very different from that era. So you almost have to go by eras, like every decade or something. I don't know, man. To compare that era of the UFC to this era of the UFC, I mean, it's like
I think
Jordan and LeBron.
you are starting to see the end of like that violence era, where it was like the Eddie Alvarez, Rafael Dos Anjos,
Yeah.
DP, Justin Gaethje. They're all like over 35 now. They're all on their way, kind of. You kind
Ready
of start
for
to.
a RP?
Yeah, a little bit. Like that style only lasts for so long, and there's a reason that there's that stat out there. I think that it's something like 1 out of 37 fighters win over the age of 35 in like title fights. Like it's very rare that it happens unless they're heavyweights. So I think I've got. I think Islam, if he beats Tarazukian, wherever the fuck it is this weekend,
Sarukian.
him, then yeah, I think he's probably the go to at 155. I would put his career up
Okay.
over DP.
He's got a recent
over,
win. He's got a
Habib.
recent win over Oliveira. So I mean,
He does, and Volkanovski,
boom.
2 times over
Yeah.
Volkanovski.
Yeah.
But wasn't one of them kind of questionable?
It was a split. It was a split decision. Yeah. It could have went either way. It might not have even been a split. It might have just been a close decision. But a lot of people chose. I thought Volkanovski won the first matchup, but it's really hard to say. No, they did not. No, they did not. What a jerk. So is anybody not picking
The other
Islam
guy?
this weekend?
Well, on the pod last week, I did go underdog.
So did I.
So
So
So you keep your picks then.
Yes.
I'll stick by
I'll stick
my
by
underdog
it.
pick.
All right. Also, we got Marab Divaslili. Davalishvili taking on Umar
Marab.
Nurmagomedov.
Rama.
Who you guys taking that one again?
I don't remember. I need to look at it again.
Yeah,
Marab.
I'm going Marab.
Go Marab.
Yeah, I'm
you
sticking
got?
with my original
I'm going
pick.
Marab.
Marab, he's got that one.
We got Yuri and Jamal Hill.
Jamal.
Jamal?
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Yuri. That was my pick last week. I stand by it.
I'm sticking with Yuri too.
If you want to hear
I'm
my
going with
thoughts, you
Yuri.
can check out last week's. But
Go ahead and run me up some Jamal Hill on this one. Benil Dariush and Renato Moicano. I'm gonna go Moicano. Money Moicano.
Renato.
Me too. Money Moicano.
You got.
Oh yeah. Dariush. That was my pick last week. I'm staying with it.
Anybody picking against Kevin Holland?
No, we
Fuck
discussed
no.
that last week. Absolutely not. Houston Batman.
That's
You
right.
don't pick
Fighting
against that
to
man.
Ritter.
No.
Hey, also on this card, Grant Dawson, Diego Ferreira, taking on Mr. Diego Ferreira.
Yeah,
Gotta
man,
stick with the Diegos.
Submission Hunter Pro Vet, friend of Fury, Diego Ferreira.
A lot of these other
Going
ones.
with
And then,
him,
of course,
obviously.
we got Mr. Zach Reese taking on Azmat Bakoev.
Zach all the way.
Yeah,
Zach
man.
all the way. And then finally,
I'll never pick against Zach Reese or any
neither.
war fighter that ends up in the UFC.
And can you ever pick against
Any
Pretty?
Fury fighter.
Can you pick against Pretty Ricky Tercios?
No, never.
Ricky Tercios taking on Bernardo Sopaj. Ricky, however the fuck he wants it. However he wants it.
Keep living your dreams.
I can't-
Feel the fire in
Feel
your
the
soul,
fire in
chase
your
the
soul,
flame, and
chase the flame.
Yeah, but you gotta do that like he
Shoot for the stars.
he says it, and
Aim
then
for the moon.
he says it. He's like aim for the moon, and
Here's the
he
thing
kind
about
of
it.
looks around for a second to
Yeah,
make
he
sure.
had
He's
to gather his
like,
thoughts.
he's like, where's the moon? let me. What time of day is
Hey,
it?
this shirt is perfect for him.
This is a shot
That's
right
perfect
there.
for Ricky.
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
Oh.
he used to do that whole thing.
Yeah, I
do that
remember,
shit no
I
more,
remember
does he?
that.
Grew
I
up.
remember that.
Stop doing that shit, Ricky. Go back to your roots, baby.
Super Saiyan, is that how
Hey,
you say that?
so what a crazy weekend, man. Like we put 2 new Hall of Famers in. We crowned 3 new champions, and this is just the start of 2025. Like
We're done. Let's just pack it in. I'll see you in 2026.
Big Bang Theory, huh?
How do we top that, right?
It's rough, man. It's gonna be rough.
Nah, we definitely
We'll
will.
figure it out.
We'll
Yeah,
definitely do it.
we always
you,
do.
You probably weren't going to see 3 new champions on every card,
Yeah.
but we'll definitely keep the fire coming. We'll keep unleashing the fury.
yeah, it's going to be a big year. We got some crazy, amazing sponsors. Thank you to Young LA who sent out some amazing gear for our ladies. As well as we got Kimura Tattoo Company, Curve, Space City Collective, Sheath Underwear. They sent me a box of stuff for the ladies. I can't wait to see what they're going to be wearing at this next show.
Love all those guys.
How about this?
Danuna Law Firm, still happy to have them on board. OnlyFans, but man, my personal favorite new sponsor, dude, the cock of the walk,
Look at this.
Warbringer, the big beast of bourbon, baby.
There's something special in this box.
Listen,
There is
I'm telling you right now.
My
we're
buddy
gonna-
Josh Barnett, man, I couldn't be more happy to have him on board as a sponsor.
Will he?
With this fine whiskey.
Will he give in and make us a shirt that says "Take your cock for a walk"?
Well, I mean,
Warbringer whiskey.
he may make one for you. I don't know if he's gonna make one for the masses. But he may make one for you.
I think that's a fucking mass-selling shirt.
Break out your leash. Take your cock for a walk with Warbringer whiskey. Rich is gonna take credit for that. You know that, right?
Yeah, he is.
Because I'm gonna keep pushing it.
Yeah.
I'm like Kobe Bryant
Hey,
at
go
2
home and
a.m.
trademark that shit right now.
You remember who said
I
it? Though,
do.
yeah.
I do.
But that's fine. I share.
Listen, I don't
Share.
know.
The big beast of bourbon. Dude,
There's no way to know. It wasn't recorded. We don't know.
I
Yeah,
recorded it. It's in my story. I know.
Who knows? Who knows who did what?
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll
right?
only have the stories to tell that we make up in our minds.
What do? You say it and then say TN. Right?
Buddy.
All right, man. Let's do this.
I guess on that note, just like that, the time for talk is over. This has been Fury Unleashed.
Go to our OnlyFans and subscribe.
Take the cock for the walk.